Mr. Kindle, Mr. Rimp rather, but I'm testing Periscope on Kindle. I'm experimenting with copying Periscope. Um, I'm experimenting with copying. Hey, Bobber, you're back. Let me know. Can you hear me? Thank you. I'm seeing the hearts. Thank you very much. This is my fourth or fifth try. I'm trying all kinds of weird technology. Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, thank you. Okay. I am recording this video. I have a local. The one that had the best review was AZ Screen Recorder. It was free. I'm on Android, and so what I'm trying to do is to capture a video file that I can upload or send or embed, in which all of the hearts and people joining in their comments appears. Hey, Mr. Dome 7. And so I just, as you join, assuming, hey, interactions, okay. Now, you don't see it at your end, but when I grab, you probably heard the ding, ding, ding. You know, someone tweeted and mentioned me. But I'm doing a screen recording of this screen, and so you should see me. And when that video is played back, the first couple of times, I'm not sure what I was doing wrong, but have you played around with a reflector too? It's a different approach to the same thing. I'm gonna have to look that up. What would I Google to do? Would I Google? Is that like a Java ADB programming hack, or what is that reflector? Reflector, you mean onto the PCs? I'm guessing what you're saying. Yeah. No, I haven't tried that. I saw that discussed. But I think I think that actually, so well, besides the screen recording, it's software just Google Reflector and Android. Yeah, I think I've the Reflector app. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, I'm actually recording this right now, and on a previous couple of recordings that were like 25 seconds long. I think, Hal, you might have showed up and you probably didn't hear anything at your end. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong, because some of these screen capturing video capture software, sometimes they'll capture, what in the environment, but they won't capture, system sounds, whatever. I'm still figuring that out. It was a poor connection. Yeah, what I think might have been the problem, and this is, I'll tell you about it. I installed Periscope on a Kindle Fire, okay, and you can get a quad core Kindle Fire 6-inch diagonal that has a rear camera. This is the 7, so it doesn't have a rear camera, for like $99. And then there's a company out there called Perfectly Android, or they're at perfectlyandroid.com, and you can update your Periscope, your Kindle. Even the old ones, for Generation 1, to KitKats, which that's 4.4, which is what Periscope requires. And so I've actually installed Periscope on here, and sometimes it works great. In fact, but it hasn't worked that great. So what actually earlier what I was doing was I have a second account called Mr. Rimp, and Mr. Rimp is this little. Let me flip it around here. He's this little robot. This is version 2, and I 3D print him, and he talks, and he's interactive, and so forth. He has his own account, but I really just use that Mr. Rimp account as a test account. And so I actually was planning on holding up, hello, M. Sharmas. So I was actually planning on holding up my Fire HD, running Periscope, streaming from this that I'm holding to this, just to see if it worked. And, well, guess what? It didn't work. So thank you for the hearts for the experimental stuff. So, hey, that's 2 things that I'm out. These are not best practices, but you got to try them out. So the first thing, for the couple people just showed up, is I am recording this video using AZ Screen Recorder. And this is my 4th or 5th attempt. And 2 or 3 or 4 a couple attempts ago, I finally got the sound to work. So I'm hoping that the video file that is created from this Periscope that I am participating in right now, in the earlier attempts, it would like, I get these, like every couple of seconds I get this green flash, And the other thing is that my video stream to my Periscope wasn't very good, and I couldn't. But I didn't know whether it was the problem the hardware here and the software here, or was the problem the fact that I was also doing screen video capture on the phone. So too many independent variables, as the scientists say, at the same time. But I do want to mention one more thing, which has worked well. Will it capture comments or the video? I believe it captures the comments. So I believe that I will be able to. In fact, if you follow me on Wareflow, WAREFLO, I will upload the video from this Periscope and to YouTube, and then I'll tweet out the link. And you should be able to click on that link on YouTube and see Reflector definitely captures the comments. Yeah, yes it does. But I believe this will work too. But the third thing I want to show you is just basically this external micro SD card. So there's a little SD card in there, and you got your micro USB connection. And I like to save all of my Periscope, and then I upload some of them to YouTube. Hey, Clarcy. And partly is just out of egomania, and part of it is I send the links to my mom. She likes to watch them, but it's been frustrating because I haven't had the comments and the hearts, and those are a really important part of the Periscope experience. So what I'm hoping, but anyway, so I'm constantly archiving Periscope videos, and I run out of room. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, all the time. So therefore, I got this little micro SD card. And of course, you can stick a 64 gigabyte card in there, or whatever the maximum capacity is, and then what I do is I just copy the videos over to the card, and then I delete them on the phone, and I just keep on going. Okay, so I can get, I can do this last weekend, because it was the Labor Day weekend. I did like 3 hours of Periscopes, and I was running out of room, and then trying to figure out which ones I wanted to delete and so forth. So anyway, so those are I'm just I'm kind of connecting with you guys because it's someone mentioned the using Reflector. If I can cut out a piece, if I don't have to connect it up to do that. I'm also I was thinking that if I couldn't get the screen recorder on Android to work in real time, that is running it at the same time I'm periscoping, what I'd always do is just replay it. So I'd replay. Periscopes don't scan the profile. No, no. They after 24 hours they go away, and so those comments go away. Now you can upload. I connected my Twitter Periscope account to Catch. And if you search for hashtag KATCH, you'll find examples out there. And those archive the videos automatically, but the comments and the hearts, I looked at a couple of the videos, don't appear on the video. So the comments all appear off on the side, and they're not timed, in terms of, being a response to something that I just responded to. All that important, temporal aspect, the timely, synchronous aspect of the conversation. So I'm hoping that I upload this video from Periscope to YouTube. That, in fact, if I touch it at this end, I don't. Oh, there it is. I just flipped it around. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it around again to. I'm hoping all of those comments, this conversation I had with you, will be on YouTube, and then I can embed it in a web page and things like that. Hey, Lori, hearts, thank you for the hearts. Hal, hey, Hal, give me a couple of hearts there, Hal. So, Hal, when are you going to Periscope? And on what subject? I think I followed you. I'm sure I did. Let's make sure I did. Okay, there you are. You got one heart. Man, you got to get with the program. Start, Okay. I live here in, I guess I'm just, I always figure out, unlikely, huh? I live in Washington, D.C., which is a great place to Periscope. So let me just show you. I bought I've got my book on monuments and memorials of Washington, D.C., so I can walk around and act like an expert. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the comments. And those hearts right there, I'm hoping will show up in the YouTube video. And I'm Wareflow on Twitter, WAREFLO. I haven't figured out whether there's a inter account messaging in Periscope. I don't know if there is, so I can't get back to you guys. Although I could look you up because I can replay it later. Anyway, have a good day, and I think it's hey, did three things here, three experimental potential best practices. Uh, the video of the Periscope to capture the comments and the hearts, the external micro SD card so I can move that video off of my phone because I keep on running out of room. And number three, it worked pretty good yesterday. Today, the screen, the quality of the video isn't as good as a Motorola Moto X Generation 2. Although the videos look fine yesterday, so I'm not sure what it is that I might have done differently. It might be because I'm finding that my LTE 4G connection on my phone here is way faster than Wi-Fi, so that may be why. Okay.